Down up and down is exactly how I would play jigs. I mean, and in terms of banjo, was that again a jig thing? Because I noticed that Don was playing guitar the other night, and that was how his jigs were.
That's how I play. Yeah, that's how most people play. I would say there are some that don't.
Yeah, this is a sort of a controversy, but it's really a mistaken controversy, because I think you really have to learn down, up, down, down, up, down if you're a beginner, because it's jigging. I mean, it just sounds like jigs.
It really drives the
jig, and then later on, if you're really talented and you're good, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you really the piece say, why should I learn that? Because Kieran Hanrahan, he does alternate picking. I say, well, yeah, but he's also a genius. So.
Yeah. I mean, the down. That's what I mean. I've been stressing that. I'm going to love the board. We've been stressing this kind of down. That's double down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, and down. Yeah. The accent done on the second down, because that's the first note of the first note of the bar, the first note of that phrase. So yeah. I mean, absolutely. What you say, Mike, is absolutely true. About the connection. I mean, beginners. I mean, I would start beginners off. Personally, I would start beginners off with that double down. When somebody comes to me, never having played before, the first thing I teach them is that down, up, down, down, and that's what we've been working on for the last couple of days. It's a challenge for people who have learned the alternate sticking version. It's a challenge to make the switch. Sorry, Jillian.
Yeah, because the first class I took several years ago, it was the old-fashioned jig beat.
Yeah.
But since then, the beginning classes are all doing the down up.
Right.
Yeah, so they've changed over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's become more popular.
Yeah.
But it's more popular, but it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, it's basic common sense.
It really makes you understand threes too, as opposed to the alternate feeling more like
right.
four if you don't understand.
Remember, 4 doesn't go into 3 very well. It's just simple math. And if you have to make the transition, and I had to do this with banjo, it takes 3 or 4 months to get your head around it, and you got to work on it, and you have to continue to practice it if you're used to the old way. And then after a while, all of a sudden, it dawns on you. You're doing da 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 da. You sound like a jig. Mm-hmm. It's not just da 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 da.
Yeah. From your experience, you've talked to, pretty much every well-known banjo player.
Yeah.
How many use double down as opposed to the alternate?
All right. How many teach double down? That would be the question you ask. Virtually every one of them says you have to do this. Do they all use it? No, they'll admit they use. They do all sorts of things, but these are elite level players, and they have a reason to do all that. Yeah. And or they just have so much talent that they can make an upstroke sound like a downstroke. That's the other thing. Downstrokes are heavier, no matter because of gravity. You get gravity working for you, and that's what works. And it works on the drum, and it works on banjo, and it works on guitar, and it works on bouzouki, it works on mandolin. Anything you have to, anytime you try to do something like that, and that's why I can't do it. It's too hard. Do it. Just put the time in and do it.
When I first learned it too, it was kind of a breakthrough for me when I was younger because it sounded Irish. It sounded like something that was specific to the genre of music, to the style of music. So it's like you're learning, like you're adding a little bit of accent to this language you're trying to learn.
And you can do it with slip jigs too. If you realize all of a sudden you can do it with slip jigs too.
All kinds of holes in slip jigs, because for Bodhran players, slip jigs are a nightmare. Because that whole second pattern starting in the upstroke, it's people traditionally struggle with that. Whereas you put it on a double down, it's a breeze. It's an absolute breeze. In fact, you don't even realize you're playing slip jigs half the time. You're just kind of interacting with the music. You're feeling it. You're not having to be conscious of the fact, oh, this is a 9-hit, or something. So I think it's tremendous. It's tremendous. So I mean, this should all be kind of reaffirming